After traveling for the last 3 months to Italy, Slovenia and Croatia, we are officially in Greece. Good morning, people! Okay, so this is our first good morning from Greece. It's a very quiet one because it's 6:36 in the morning, and I don't know why I've been up since like 3 a.m. Couldn't sleep, fall back to sleep. I was like, why not enjoy our first real morning in Greece since we're already up, and let's watch the sunrise in the beach while there's no one there. Yeah, I just went to wake up Guilherme. I think he's coming. He was a little grumpy, didn't want to come, but yeah, that's him. So sleepy. I think we didn't did an update so far. So we are in Crete, Greece. Very exciting. First time in Greece, obviously. Yeah, it's crazy. We always wanted to come to Greece. It's very nice. Yeah. Are you happy we came? That's a good idea. Yeah, I know. You always hate me when I wake you, but you're always happy with my ideas. Yeah. And the sky is like a little pink. It's very warm. It's really Greece. This is how I expect it to be. So glad we're here.
A little history about Crete. Crete had the first, most advanced civilization in Europe. They would call the Minoans, but we'll leave that more later for our next city that we're going to visit. And only in 1913, with the Treaty of Bucharest, they finally was annexed to Greece. So we're just walking the Venetian Port right now, and as you're walking, you only can see restaurants, stores, and amazing
this
food.
is a place to eat.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought since it's just by the port and the water,
it's very expensive, right? It would be very expensive.
Sometimes it's expensive, but there's a lot of like cheap, like a menu for like 10 euros.
Or 10 euros, yeah.
So,
and pizza and vegetarian and vegan options.
And all the like Greek foods too. Not that expensive, even by the port.
It's not.
Yeah, it's a good place if you just want to stop by,
and
or you can get some ice cream and just enjoy the view.
Or iced coffee, they say. We are not going, but if you want to visit, you can go to the Maritime Museum of Crete.
Yeah, it's very cheap. It's like 3 euros.
3 euros, yeah.
But it's hot, so go to the beach. Okay, so now we're going to visit the Byzantine and post-Byzantine collection. It's hosted in the old Venetian church. And the collection goes from 69 after Jesus to the 1913. Joana saw you just won cards. Because Guilherme is very clever. He only shows you when he wins. He doesn't show when I win. Every time I win, he says he needs space after he loses. What you doing, babe? Are you dealing with your defeat?
No, I'm reading.
Good morning, guys. Today we're going to go to a very exciting place. We're going to go to the Knossos Palace, which is basically the reason we kind of went to Heraklion. So yeah, we just bought the ticket bus. It was like 3 hours to go and back. And yeah, now we're just gonna go and waiting for the bus. So basically we came today with two other girls from our hostel. Very nice, Lucy and Alina. So yeah, Guilherme is just explaining to them the place, and yeah, I'm just gonna do like a short introduction. So basically the Palace of Knossos is the most important attraction here in Crete, and it was a palace built by the Minoans. The Minoans were a civilization here in Crete that appeared, like people don't know historians don't know from where, in about 3000 before Christ, and then they disappeared mysteriously too, about 1400 before Christ too. and they were the first advanced civilization here in Europe. And we're gonna see like the main palace, the one who survived, because there was a lot of tsunamis from Santorini, so a lot of the palaces and remains were destroyed. But yeah, now we just entering Palace of Knossos, which is the most well preserved one. So now we are in the Grand Staircase area, which is where Evans thinks it's the royal family chambers. And yeah, it's especially staircase with like red columns, and yeah, it's just
so pretty,
unbelievable.
right?
Yeah. Okay, so we just enter the throne room where Evans thinks the king of Knossos himself sits, but also from the frescoes there's alternate thesis that was a building used for religious purpose, and we kind of could see that because of like the bowl and like the frescoes on the walls. Yeah, so I guess we never know, but yeah, it's very nice. The colors were still like very intact after like 4,000
Yeah, because
years.
of the temperature, the colors were preserved.
Yeah,
You see the red very good.
So now we're gonna go to this is the north entrance, and yeah, you can see like the fresco of a bull. Bulls were a lot of importance in mythological society, as you can see for like the whole Minotauro and like legend.
So we just had an amazing lunch, trying traditional Greek food, but we'll leave that for when we end the Greek series, and we'll make a video about all the traditional food that we taste from every around the part of Greece. And now we just came to the Archaeological Museum of Heracliu. That's included, the price is included in the Knossos Palace that we visited before, and we'll just see. So come on.
Okay, so the Archaeological Museum of Heracliu is the ground floor and then the first floor. And the artifacts span over 5,500 years. So it's like crazy. You have just from like the Neolithic until like present day. So it's like crazy. And we start like here in the Neolithic. They say it's one of the biggest and most important museums in all of Greece, and definitely the most important in terms of the Minoan civilization. It's like the craziest, like I don't know how to explain, because usually you have like okay, like 1-2 vessels or like 1-2 tiny bowls, but here you just have like rooms and rooms, and each room is like completely filled, like so many things that were preserved. It's crazy. And yeah, I don't think we had like the notion like how advanced. Yeah, like this is crazy. This is still like 2,000 years before Christ. It's crazy. This is a replica of the Knossos Palace where we've been this morning, and it's crazy. It's ginormous. Yeah. This is a part of a fresco that's in Knossos Palace that we've seen. Like they really complement each other, the Knossos and the Archaeological Museum, because it's crazy. Because in Knossos, like there's not many traces of like frescoes and things like that. So everything's just like white rock, and sometimes like the pillars are like red. But here you can see like all of this room almost belonged to Knossos Palace. There's just like so much color and animals and nature, and yeah, like you can now really like imagine how colorful and extravagant everything must have been. I think it's like totally worth it. And yeah, now we're just gonna find our friends because we lost them in the middle of all of this.
If it's possible, we go to the beach, yeah. Olha onde, Joana?
Okay, so basically just like played some cards. I lost again.
We saw the sunset.
Yeah, the sunset's like so nice. And yeah, I think now we're just gonna take, or I'm gonna take them, that's wanna go the last swim here in Crete. I can't believe it's our last swim in Crete.
True.
Like the time went by like so fast.
But we'll go to another island and we'll go to experimenting another beaches. So we'll
Yeah, so, like I'm happy, but at the same time, like I'm sad because like Crete was like so nice.
True.
But yeah, best bathing of the day.